Welcome to Front Porch Sittin'. Of course, I'm Heather Nuttall Westover. Today I want to give you a little bit of a book review on The Women by Kristen Hannah. Last month I had to drive to Atlanta, and on the way down I listened to A Daughter of a Queen. Amazing book. A review coming on that as well. But today I wanted to talk to you about The Women. This story follows a girl who joins the nurse corps and wants to go to Vietnam because her brother has been drafted and she wants to be closer to him. And I mean, terrible reason to join the military, really. You know, and she suffers for it. I mean, she bears the consequences of her choices. First 30 minutes in country, they have incoming wounded, and a medic runs by, pushes a gurney up to her, hands her the soldier's boots, and takes off for another guy. And she looks down in the boot, and his foot's still in there. So the first part of the book is like all of the what it's like to live in war, what it's like to process the trauma, to deal with people, you know, and for her to be there as the last face that some of these soldiers were able to look into, but also as being the reason some of them went home and wouldn't have otherwise. So very captivating story, and I'll try not to spoil any of the, you know, big spoilers for you, but she also learns the pitfalls and dangers of love during wartime with soldiers who are in war. She tries to not be that girl, but you know, then she's also there in the middle of trauma, and she also has to get through and exist as best she can. So she walks that out on her own. And then when she comes home, of course, we all know from history books that, you know, the Vietnam soldiers were spit upon in the airport when they made it back, and that, you know, finding, especially for women, to get counseling from the VA. I had no idea that this was an issue, but she had a hard time getting any kind of therapy for PTSD or anything because they didn't qualify her as being in combat, even though some of the things that happened to her in the operating room were hugely traumatic. So she didn't get any help from the VA. Just a lot of struggles, and all of the dynamics in America, war protests and different things like that, and then finding out that Agent Orange had adverse effects to anybody exposed to it afterwards. Just so much that she dealt with going through this process. So if you have it in you to read or listen to a hard book, this is the one for you. It is amazing, but it's hard.